Downtown Toronto and the Rogers Center, the home of this edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. So now let's take a look at...
Well, I think what they need is a little bit more consistency from the middle of that order. They need production with runners in scoring position.
Nobody down here.
Hard hit ball to second, right to him. Throw to first is in time for the first out. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference maker in this game. He sports a batting average with runners in scoring position over 300, so you could say he relishes in those big balls.
Hey, sit him down.
Buster Schuster will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
And I think this is pretty impressive just for the position he plays. When you're a catcher, it's so tough to maintain a great average over the course of a season.
Line toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit, and he is in there.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Wade May will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen.
Wade May.
Hey, let's rack him up.
Now both runners are breaking. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he'll just hang on as both runners move into scoring position now.
And this is a move that could have really backfired if one of these guys gets thrown out. You don't want to help out a pitcher who's already struggling, but the double steal turns out to be a great call here, and now they've really got that guy in a bind out there.
Darrell Inman will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Oh, what a dive. The throw. It's there, and he's out.
Oh, love it.
Batting 8, first baseman, Josh Colleen.
Ozzie Rivera will get his first shot here, and he certainly had it working so far this season, up over 350 entering play.
Well, when you look at what this guy's done so far, Matty, he leads this ball club in average. He's been a huge part of their offense so far this season.
On the ground up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
And things have not come as easily for him as they did the last time he took the mound. He's already given up more runs in this first inning than he did in his entire last start.
Sammy Chiavacci will stand in now, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
And I love this one, too. He leads the league in on-base percentage, so he's finding ways to get on base beyond just hitting the baseball.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, come on,
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, EK, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
And it hasn't been a particularly good start to the road trip either.
But he'll hold on to it as he'll just regroup here. Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, and they've got him picked off. The tag, and he is cooked at first.
This is something you definitely don't need when you've got a guy at the plate that can hit the ball out of the ballpark. That's a costly mistake there. Just not smart baseball.
David Short stands in following an RBI single this first time through.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Yankees forced to settle for one. On now to the bottom of the second. The Yankees 4, the Blue Jays 2. Striding into the box, Ozzie Rivera. He singled his last time up.
Ozzie Rivera.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Third inning here. Already 4-2 our score.
Hey, let it fly right here.
Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
There we go, kid.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Another tough pitch and a tough call there. He couldn't get him to bite again, so he's worked it from 0-2 to 3-2.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Shoots this one to first, but taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean, hammered out there. But he's going to wind up with nothing to show for it.
Ozzie Rivera will dig in. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play.
Rivera.
Come on. Let it fly right here. Like you can. Come on.
To short. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He's up with it. The throw. He beat it out.
Oh, man, that would have been awesome.
Great effort out there, and if that's any other runner, he's going to get him. Sammy Chiavacci will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
First delivery to him on the way. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto.
Hey, let her fly. Let her fly.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Squared that one up just a little late.
Hey, need you right here, one time.
Fastball, then this one runs in on him as he has to dance out of danger there.
And with the bases loaded, why not take one for the team right there and let that pitch hit you? It could have been a run.
Hey, wait for a good one and drive, and I'll pick one out.
Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive.
Hey, have a good rip up there, huh?
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Now, you can't think corner or perfect pitch here on the mound. This has got to be somewhere near the middle, and you just got to hope you get lucky.
Get your pitch and let it rip. Let's go.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
That's really a no-win situation out there on the mound. You can't lay one in there because a guy like this could hit the ball into the parking lot, but you definitely don't want to give him a free run. And now he's got to turn right around and deal with another bases-loaded situation here.
Stepping in, Bart Nunez. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. He's set. Here it comes. Into the gap in left center. This is down, and it'll head for the wall. 1 run is scored. 2 runs scored.
And on the mound, one thing you cannot do. You can't give the other team free passes. And 2 walks in the inning set this up. Now you've got a pitcher that's just hoping to get one over the plate. So he grooves this one and winds up costing him.
Wade May ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far. 3 runs already home here. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Murillo is there for it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Well, anytime you get an RBI guy to the plate with less than 2 outs, he does that.
Lee steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the 2nd. The 0-1 delivery. Oh, double play ball to 2nd. 4. Oh, and this goes right past him. Throw into 3rd. But too late, and he's safe at 3rd.
Well, I think I'm about ready to declare his cold streak over. He's broken out of it in a big way here. His 3rd hit of the ball game, and he looks as good as gold to my eyes.
Ozzie Rivera will bat down 2 for 3 in the ball game.
Yeah, he's been solid at the plate for his team. One of the better performers in their lineup, I'd say.
First pitch on its way. And this one gets away.
Hey, no one better. Let's go, kid.
And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to 2nd here on the wild pitch.
Well, this is all born from the fact that they're facing a really dangerous guy up there at the plate. And now with the runner up to 2nd base anyway, they may even choose just to go ahead and put him on.
Corey sprinting after it. 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. And another foul ball. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And against a veteran hitter like this, you got to be in that strike zone early in the count. Because the more pitches he sees, the better he's going to be able to time anything you've got.
Corey ranging back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 26 for him on the season, but they still face a 7-run deficit.
Well, this at least is a way to make some kind of positive out of what's been a really difficult evening so far. I don't think this will make much of a difference in the final result, but at least it shows you that they're out there playing hard and not laying down.
Lee will stand in now following the home run, and you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
Sent on the ground out to 2nd. throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the ninth is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here.
Eric Corey.
In now, David Short. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair, but they still lead this one by a comfortable margin. Ready to take his hacks again, Ozzie Rivera, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go, kid.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch up. Stay through. Let's go.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good
swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out.
Up next,
here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. He'll be feeling that one all night long.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, seemed like everything he touched turned to gold. He winds up with 5 hits in the game. Without question, a standout performance.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top, 15-8. Good night from Toronto. Thursday night baseball on the show as we come to you from Rogers Center here in Toronto. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's Blue Jays baseball, and it's on its way next. Brian Floyd will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night. 2 down, runners at first and second.
2 down now, 2 down.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Yankees lead it 1-0. Ozzie Rivera gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Into the windup and the pitch.
Here we go.
On the ground to the right side. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. And he will get him at first on a fine spin and throw from short right, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Second inning coming up from Toronto. It's the Yankees 1, the Jays 0.
Hey, come on now.
Darrell Inman will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Rivera is right there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this defense is rock solid up the middle. They've got a Gold Glover at second base who is athletic, agile, and has range second to none.
Ozzie Rivera stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Hey, you got it. No one better.
Hit hard to the right side.
Come on, get here.
Throw on to first is in time, and the Toronto rally goes for naught as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. So stepping in, number 7, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
You can do it.
Trying to hold the lead. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Blue Jays leave a pair. They still trail 1-0. Wade May digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. And that's inside off the plate with Brian Floyd. Will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Well, you know, nothing kills a rally quite like a double play ball. But this is a double whammy. You've got a double play with the bases loaded and nobody out. They do get 1 run here, but it comes at a pretty hefty price.
Lee will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Pitch inside, the throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
We've already seen the ball's not really traveling all that well here tonight.
Hey, we got one.
Josh Feliz stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Come on now.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with 1 out.
David Short stands in. The 8th man to bat in the inning as he'll get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out.
Oh, this has been a very nice inning for them so far, but it still could get better.
Hit hard on the ground to second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 9-1 ball game.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. The pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Ozzie Rivera will stand in for the 4th time now. Still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. To short, hit hard. Floyd is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Well, that graphic there tells you all you need to know about this particular ball game. 9-1 is our score as we draw ever nearer to the end of this one. Digging in and looking for more, Felipe Abreu. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Flip of his glove for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The Yankees lead it 9-1.
Let it rip right here.
Digging in to try it again, Ozzie Rivera. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick
throw on to first, and the Yankees have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
What a great performance up and down this lineup as they just cruise home to an easy 7-run victory.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com.
1 error.
We are in downtown Toronto at Rogers Center, getting you set for this edition of Baseball on the Show. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays baseball is next. Reggie Nunez has a great optility now to break this game wide open as he comes to the plate with the bases loaded.
Yeah, I'm sure he's been watching closely here, Matt. Always feels great to get some run support from your guys.
Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? He's not. I spoke too soon as it gets by him. The run scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Batting 8. First baseman
Josh Feliz will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Yankees 3. Ozzie Rivera will stand in now, just 2 short of 100 RBIs for the season.
Rivera.
Hey, come on now, one time, right here. Need you right here, kid.
Into the seats, 0-1.
Hey, see you drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, I don't know what's more surprising here, guys. The fact that that pitch was so far away from the strike zone, or the fact that the batter still tried to hit it. Nevertheless, it's going to go down as a wild pitch.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. 1 out and a runner on second base. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2. You know, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here, EK. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
And any time you can come into someone else's house and come out of it with a sweep really lifts your whole ball club. That's what these guys are looking to do if they can take this third and final game here.
With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Steve, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Well, guys, this team can absolutely fly. They lead the league in stolen bases. So be patient and let those runners move into scoring position. And then...
Into the box now, Lee. He reached on a single in his first try. The 1-2 pitch. On the ground is short. This could be two. One there. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Yankees lead this one 3-1. Brian Floyd in now. Popped out in his first trip.
Hey, we got one here, guys.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Rivera from shallow right in time to first, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 2, Wade May.
Now to the plate, Ozzie Rivera. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. Abreu on the grass. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Blue Jays held in check. They trail it 4-1. Wade May will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. The 1-0 pitch. Now the double steal is on here. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It's there in plenty of time. He's out trying to steal third as they get the lead runner here.
Now that play is going to change the complexion of this inning for sure. Now all of a sudden you've got 2 outs and a runner at second base, so you may have just handed this pitcher a lifeline.
Reggie Nunez will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. 5 runs, 10 hits, and 2 errors for the Yankees to this point. He's running towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Short hop, and he's there just before the tag.
Yeah, and with 2 away, maybe a chance to get a second run home here in the inning. He picks a good pitch to run on, and he's in safely at second.
Ozzie Rivera will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Drive it right here.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Sammy Chiavachi.
Buster Schuster is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, shortstop, Brian Floyd.
Ozzie Rivera will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
And this is a big spot here in this ball game. You've got to be able to move that guy up 90 feet. It's a must in this situation.
tap fouled at home plate.
Hey, have a rip, kid. Here you go. Hey, get the pitch right now.
I'll straighten him up there on that fastball.
Hey,
It's
get your
1-2
pitch up there.
now.
Come on now.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
Good one, huh?
Hey,
Lays
drive
off
it,
2-2
big guy.
now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. And if you can put that changeup below his
Hey, your
knees,
pitch, drive it
you
deep,
won't
huh? Here you
come
go.
within a foot of it.
Hey, here we go. Come on now. One time.
3-2 now.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him
Come
swing
on,
the
big
bat.
guy. Get your pitch.
To not be giving up walks
Hey, one
at this
pitch right
stage of the
here.
game,
Come
because
out.
those could be fatal.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Schuster is after it. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Sammy Chiavacci strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double
have
play
a
in
rip up
order,
there
they'll
right now, huh?
obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Hey, let her fly. Let her fly.
Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And no throw, as he'll just hang on to it. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up.
Hey, see if you can drive it. What do you say?
And there's
That's
ball
forward,
four
Mickey.
now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Yeah, that's not altogether unexpected right there. That's going to load the bases here, nobody out. But at least you have options at every base, and you can even go home to first if you get a good hard ground ball.
Let's go right here.
So a pivotal moment here,
All right,
and
one
digging
time,
in
one
now,
time.
Bart Nunez,
Wait for your pitch
as
right
he's
here.
presented
Get your
with the
pitch.
bases loaded situation in a tie
Good
ball
boy.
game.
Yeah, I think the entire game has led to this moment right here.
Good
And we'll
boy.
see if he can come through, or if the pitcher can somehow get out of this jam.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
All right, one time right here. Hey, like you can, like you can. Hey, one time right now.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Oh.
Off the plate, one
One
ball,
rip,
one
let it
strike.
rip.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping
Come on, baby.
slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good
There we
job
go.
just to lay off.
Hey, I've ripped that up there. Huh? Let's go, kid. One time right here. Hey, get your pitch up there, kid. Let's go now.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with one
Come on
swing.
now. One time, right here.
Hey, it's your pitch. Drive it deep. Here we go, baby.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Hey, get your pitch.
5
stay
runs,
through.
9
Let's go. Right.
hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto.
Okay, come on, one time right here.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly, buddy.
Hey, see it? Drive it right there.
Still 2-2.
Drive that pitch, pal. Here you go. Hey, get you a good one up there, huh?
Little chopper back his way.
All right, come on, baby. You're up. You're up. You're up.
Throw in time for the first out, but in the meanwhile, the go-ahead run is in to score.
And here's just a case of a guy at the plate doing the little things to help his team win. And he gives his guys the lead here following the RBI groundout.
Ross Batista is going to have his work cut out for him here.
Number 36, Ross Batista.
Diego Barrios will be the first to face him here, as he'll stand in with 2 men in scoring position and only 1 away.
Hey, nice and patient. Get your pitch.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1.
Hey, let her rip.
That
let her
high
rip.
fastball is definitely
Let's
a
go,
pitch
kid.
guys will
One
pop
time
up.
right
And
here.
that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Up top, it's 2-0.
See it,
3
drive it,
runs
let it
already
rip.
home here.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Hit back up the middle. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate.
Another run home to score in the inning, and it's not going to be charged to him, but still, he's got to find some way to get his guys out of this already.
Ozzie Rivera struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0 for 4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go over, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Getting late in the day here, and as this has been a long one, we check out our line score to this point. The scoreboard operator's going to sleep well tonight because, as you can see, he's been a pretty busy man through the first 7 and change. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle.
We've got baseball from the home of the 2015 World Champs, Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Kansas City Royals. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Rivera will stand in. He comes off.
When you have a rough day at the plate, it's all
behind.
They have rip that up there.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Come on now.
Swings and misses for the 2nd out. With that, here's how Buck Showalter lines his Orioles up in this one. Anybody can
with that 5-hole hitter. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
Billy Butler will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Pitches a cold strike, the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. The recovery throw won't nearly be in time, so put runners on the corners now on what ought to be an infield single.
Well, not really all that tough a play heading up the middle, but you see it takes a funny little hop there at the end, and this will be scored as an error.
Brad Miller will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the .330 mark to begin playing.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers.
Oh, what a stop. And from his knees, he got him. Boy, all arm there as the side is retired. Royals strand a pair. After one, no score. Henry Coronado steps in now, just hoping for something to go his way. And as you can see, that has not been the case in recent days.
Got no one out now. Hey, ready for that ground ball right here.
On the ground to third. One there. On to first, and they get the double play. And with that, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Ozzie Rivera is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Swing and a little tapper. Throw on to Butler is in time, and the inning is over. Billy Butler will start us out when we return. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Royals lead it 2-0. Robert Corley comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time. Bases are empty, one man out.
One out.
Hit sharply on the ground. Rivera on the grass. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Well, I think he's got the right approach right here. That's a fastball up, and it's on the outer half of the plate. He goes right with it and hits it hard, too, but he just couldn't quite steer it into the hole there, and it becomes a 4-3 putout.
Chris Chassin will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Throw on to the first baseman Loney, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. 3 innings complete. It's the Royals 3 and the Orioles nothing. Ozzie Rivera will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
Sooner or later, the Orioles are going to have to find that key hit. Pretty much eluded them all throughout.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Around third and being waved on home. And not in time as the second run scores.
Happens when you dig yourself a hole out there on the mound. This is all his own fault. And both of those runners are going to come around to score on what works out to be a 2-run triple.
So striding in, number 18, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. Good change up there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. So after the strong 5 innings, things have not come as easily for him here in inning number 6.
Well, this is kind of the MO of this lineup. They have a way of just wearing you down. And they're starting to get into some better counts to hit, and that work's paying off.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, I'm no pitching coach, but I can see that shoulder starting to fly open a little. That ball's really taking off on him.
Kid, one time right here.
Hey, see it, drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1.
Hey, nice and patient. Get your pitch.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Oh, with every pitch it misses,
Hey,
he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
Hey, here we go. Come on now. One time.
And he's able to lay off there for ball 4. And that'll put runners at the corners now with still nobody out.
And it looks like these past couple of innings, he's trying to be a little too fine all of a sudden. Like he's not trusting his stuff well enough. That'll spell trouble if that continues.
Come on now, get your pitch up there, kid.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Ed Bishop, as he'll do his best to bring home the go-ahead run from third, 90 feet away.
Some guys are just flat out clutch. They come through in these situations time and time again. We'll see if he's got that in him here.
Two runs, 7 hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
Hey, be patient. Be patient. Get yours. Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
Trying to hold the lead. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Well, in the situation they were in defensively, even though this cost them the tying run, I think they're going to take that double play and just move on from there.
Striding into the box, Ozzie Rivera, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier.
Here you go. See it up. Let it fly.
First pitch of the at-bat. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
And this is what you're going to get when you've got a hard thrower coming out of the bullpen. When you're late on a fastball and you make contact below your label, it's snap city right there. He turned that bat into firewood.
Billy Butler will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Here's the 0-1. Hit. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely.
Maybe a turning point here in a tie ball game. They catch a break, they get the infield single on this ball. Now what will they do from there? They've got tons of options.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, Matty, he definitely led the way. You'll see there, he turned in a 4-hit performance, and that definitely keyed his guys to the victory.
sun's starting to set now over Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Seattle Mariners and the Cincinnati Reds. Stay tuned for Reds baseball next. Jose Cardona gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Shot towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good.
Ozzie Rivera gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here's the 0-2. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. And EK, you take a look at these Mariners entering play here tonight. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
And they've split the first 4 games on this road trip. So lately, they're in a bit of a holding pattern, but they could be ready to break out right here.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And that's going to land foul. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Hey, your pitch, huh?
Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled.
Neither guy giving in here. This is a great at-bat.
2 out, nobody on. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
Fred Stinson will stand in, currently 8th in the National League in hitting to enter play.
And he has a top 5 slugging percentage as well, so there's a lot of extra base hits to go along with that stellar average.
He's set. Here it comes. Pitch inside the throw, and he is caught stealing to retire the side. Boy, oh boy. None left for Cincinnati after 1, no score. Into the box now, Jose Cardona. He reached on a single in his first try. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sent on the ground out to second. Backhanded. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 6, second baseman, Nick Franklin.
Ozzie Rivera steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
From the stretch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. hot shot to third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
The batter.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Settling in now, Fred Stinson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
All right, right here.
And the run is in to score from second. And a relay home. And not in time as the second run scores.
Hard hit ball right here, right down the line. And you be the judge. Is this fair or is it foul? Whew, that's awfully close. It looked like it indeed hopped right over the bag.
Last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and I think that got him in the foot. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Boy, this one might be a case of adding injury to insult. It hasn't been his finest performance so far, and now this one shot right back at him at the mound. No time to get out of the way, and that's going to sting for quite a while.
Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Dwayne Stromer is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Fred Stinson will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away.
Well, he's done some pretty good damage in clutch situations with 2 RBIs in this game already.
Here you go. Let it fly right here.
Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first. He's on the move again from first. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
Come on now,
ready with the 0-2. And now he's on the move again for second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease. So he can't make contact there on strike 3, but meanwhile the runner on first takes second here with 2 men away. Brian Paquette will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Come on, big guy, one time. Here you go. Runner.
And he'll step off. And the runner's breaking for third. But he'll just play a little cat and mouse as he looks him back. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
And now the runner's trying for third. And he'll be tagged out trying to steal third. And that just doesn't make much sense as the inning is over. Reds go down quietly. They're up 5-1. Ozzie Rivera will be the batter. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Well, 2 singles isn't necessarily an eye-catching performance, but hey, I'm sure he's feeling just fine about it.
Come on now, put her in play.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Oh, and that's a good fastball right there. He might have been thinking about protecting against that sinker.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2.
Up next for Cincinnati, center fielder, Fred
Yeah,
Stinson.
that's the thing about a 2-seam fastball. It'll really bear in tight. Show motion will give you.
Maury Rowland gets another shot. And if you remember, he hit to his right. Rivera. Throw gets him 2 down.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but he's definitely off to a slow start. So He's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had one hit, but he definitely made it count. A big home run that turned out to be the decisive blow in the ballgame.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more... Live from the banks of the Ohio, we welcome you to Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Seattle Mariners and the Cincinnati Reds. It's Reds baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Ozzie Rivera will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
Squared that one up just a little late. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. EK, you look at the M's entering play here this afternoon. It was another loss for him last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
And that includes losses in the first 2 games of this series, so they just need to have something positive go their way. Salvaging the finale might just be the thing.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Yeah. Rusty Valentine, what a great name. Besides that, he's known for being pretty spot on when it comes to calling pitches on the corners. If he misses one, it's usually up or down.
Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. The relay on to first, the double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. Nothing doing here this half. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Cincinnati. It's the Mariners 1 and the Reds nothing. John Dunham will try again here. He doubled to kick off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
And it was a nice at-bat, too, Matty. He looked really comfortable up there.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Ozzie Rivera stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Here we go.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
Right guy, right spot. Come on now, kid.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. 3 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Ozzie Rivera gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. The throw into second. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
Oh, and a great way to kick off the inning here. That's going to get the go-ahead run to second base with that double. And, you know, even though it's still the 6th, you'd love to find a way to grab that lead right now and hopefully just let your bullpen take it home from here.
Giancarlo Stanton will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. And a step off. Runner goes for third. And he will make it back in there. He's safe at second base. Runner breaks for third. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
And that's a case where you can bet they've just forgotten about him after that double, and he takes third on the very next pitch.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch, huh?
The 1-0 delivery. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Yeah. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
It shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
Hey, see you to rip it up there.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. 1 run, 4 hits. 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far.
Hey, be patient. Get your pitch, huh?
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2.
Hey, get your pitch right here. Come on now.
And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
This is normally a slam dunk RBI when you've got a big-time run producer like this at the plate. But he's not able to pick up the runner from third. You are not going to see that happen all too often.
Come on, big guy.
Nick Castellanos now. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
1 out and a runner on third.
One time. Let it fly.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here we go.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Let's fly. Let's go right here.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. A man at third with 1 away.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Hit hard towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. And they get the double play at third. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 7th inning coming up, all tied at 1-1.
Hey, 1 away. 1 away.
Nick Franklin digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second.
Well, no complaints on this end, guys. You've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
Reaches out for 1 and hits it on the ground to second. To his right, Rivera on to first, and there are 2 down.
All right, now you're looking at no way for them to manufacture a run, really. There's a guy on third now, but 2 outs. That really wasn't all that helpful.
Ozzie Rivera digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. first pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher, but the hitter as well. Especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh?
Come on, big guy, get your pitch, huh?
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again.
Let's go now. What side?
Hard hit ball towards the hole, and this is through into right field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning.
The right fielder, number 27.
That's a huge leadoff single as he's the tying run down there at first. But look how excited he is. Man, he's fired up.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Giancarlo Stanton. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch on its way. A pitch out, the throw, and they still don't get him as he's in safely at second with a stolen base.
A bit of a gamble right here. Remember, he represents the tying run. But this is a team that won't shy away from taking some chances. And he's into second base here with nobody out.
Now he'll step off. Runner's on his way to third.
The right guy, right place. Here we go.
Hey, keep it going. Need you right here now.
Trying to hold the lead, and the runner's breaking for third. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Well, this is a big roll of the dice here. I mean, you're the tying run. Luckily, though, this works out and gets him to a spot where he can score on just a sac fly. But if that didn't work out, you might have just run your team right out of the ball game.
Hey, come on, big guy. Need you here.
One and two now as that one's fouled off.
Looking good. No one better up there. Here you go.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Stanton is retired, and there's one away. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike 3, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of those tasks.
Nick Castellanos will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1.
Hey, big moment. Here we go. Hey, I need you right now. Here we go.
And he falls behind 0-2.
No one better. Need you right here.
Oh, here's a line drive into center field. It's a base hit. In comes the runner from third, and we are tied here in the 8th.
Just a perfect swing right there. You'll see it head down, eyes right on the baseball all the way. Great extension. He just drives this thing into center field to score that runner from third.
Ian Cardwell stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Hey, come on. Get ahead. Stay ahead.
First delivery to him on the way. Runners off for second. Pitch misses. The throw down. It's wide, and he's in there with the stolen base.
And these are the little things in a low-scoring ball game that sometimes make the difference. Stolen bases, sacrifice bunts, hitting behind the runner. Now they've got a man in scoring position here at second base.
Ozzie Rivera steps in to get the home side started here in the 10th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Let her rip, let her rip.
Here comes the first pitch. The fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Let it fly. Let's go right here. What's your pitch?
That's
2-0 now.
Hey, see you didn't drive it here.
2-0 pitch on the way. 2-1 after the foul ball there.
Hey, see it. Drive it.
He's falling behind now, 3-1.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Come on, let it fly right here.
And the count will be full. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And that misses here, ball 4. And of all things, it's a leadoff walk that puts the winning run on base to start the bottom half.
Well, and here in extra innings, you just need one little spark, something that can get you going. You know, we've seen a leadoff walk to be the difference in a ball game more times than once, so they need to take advantage of this.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And, in fact, he'll just look him back to the bag. Here's the 0-1 pitch. He's running again. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Dunham is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. On to first, and they get the double play.
Well, that's a tough spot to be in as a base runner. He's on the move, he gets a good jump, but he doesn't seem to pick up the baseball when the ball's hit. And as a result, he can't put on the brakes fast enough and get back to first.
Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Rivera comes up with it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
2 quick outs here to start things off. Can't ask for much more than this in extra innings. Hold, serve, and then give your guys a shot to win in the bottom half.
John Dunham digs in, and he'll try to improve on a 1-for-5 effort thus far.
Yeah, and you know, guys, the difference between a 2-for-6 and a 1-for-6 is a big deal. So let's see what he can do here.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Sliced hard on the ground. Rivera on the grass. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player of the game, but I think this fella right here would seem to be the logical choice.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harris, Steve Lyons, and our Tuesday night baseball here on the show from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Cincinnati Reds and the Los Angeles Dodgers. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Ozzie Rivera will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Eric, you look at your former employers, the Dodgers, as they enter play here tonight. They're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
Always important to play good baseball in front of the home crowd, and they were fortunate to get this series off on the right foot in Game 1. They'll hope to continue their winning ways here in game number 2. Some guys, you almost do them a favor if you pitch away from them. Here, he's just doing what he does best. Great balance there. Good swing path, and he drives it the other way.
Fred Stinson will stand in as he'll enter play 4th in the National League batting race.
And he's off to the start we all expected. I think he'll be right up there on the leaderboards at the end of this season.
First pitch on its way. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
He's running again. And he falls behind 0-2. Again, he's off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not in time as it was up the ladder a bit, and that'll move a man into scoring position now with 1 away.
Boy, I'm not too sure if a good throw would have had him here or not. But you can see he doesn't get on top of his throw down, and it sails on him just a little bit. That's going to allow the runner to dive in safely with a stolen base.
Hey, one time right now, kid. Here we go.
Oh, and they've got him picked off. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And they'll slap the tag on him here in the run. Robbie Diori will stand in now. He homered in the ball game last night. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit out towards second. Rivera on the grass in time to first, and there are 2 away. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Well, they're already down by 1 after the top of the first, so you've got to get yourself right back into this ball game. Punch back a little bit and see if you can get your crowd back.
Ozzie Rivera will stand in now as he'll get us going in the top of inning number 3.
And we've yet to see a 0 on that scoreboard so far, so he'll be looking to get something started again.
Come on now, 1 pitch right here.
High and deep to straightaway right. Diori ranging back, still going back. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
Ozzie Rivera will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well, you know, guys, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, but he hasn't been able to get things done. He's not pitching well, and we're into the middle innings of this game now.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Diori. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Reds 4 and the Dodgers 3.
Hey, we
Dennis
got 1 here.
Andrews will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Sent on the ground out to second. Backhanded on to first, and there were 2 down.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
Roger Caney steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second.
Hey, come on, guys.
4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning coming up. The Reds are on top, 4-3. Ozzie Rivera takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Yeah, and you got to be careful that you don't go up there helping them out, especially if you get that feeling that they're trying to work around you.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, and he just fans on it out there at second as it gets right by him. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
And in a game like this, there's no telling how important an insurance run that may turn out to be. He plates that run on the RBI double to make it a 2-run lead now, which may not sound like that much, but it makes a world of difference for anyone who's coming in to try to close this game.
Nobody better.
And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk. So that'll set up the double play possibility with one gone.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Oh, your pitch, huh?
Nick Castellanos will step in, a ground-out victim as last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
He's going,
and he'll step off. Runner goes for third.
Like you can, come on. He's going.
Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal.
They have really taken some liberties against this guy here in the inning. Not only have they been hitting him hard, but now they're running wild off him too, as both guys move up 90 feet on the double steal.
Hey, let's go, big fella. Come on, big guy. Get your pitch, huh?
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
And this could really be trouble now, because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Jose Dominguez will come on now, really needing that double play ball as the bases are loaded here with only one man out. Brian Paquette will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now.
Well, he's done some pretty good damage in clutch situations with 2 RBIs in this game already.
And the first pitch misses high here, perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
You get the sense he's starting to panic a little bit out there. He's not following through on any of his deliveries, and some of his pitches aren't all that close to the strike zone.
Hey, see you to rip it up there.
The 2-0 pitch.
Go, baby. Find a good pitch.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Five runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And another foul ball. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase, but when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your
He's
pitch.
set. Here's the 3-2. Chop foul over towards the dugout.
Here you go. See it up. Let it fly.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. DeOre is there. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. And never much of a chance to even think about scoring there. What a big 2nd out.
They just didn't get enough of that one to get that run home, so that's probably a wise decision to hold at third.
Jimmy Veras comes to the plate looking to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 men gone.
Well, these are those situations that kids go through in the backyard.
Hey, get
bases
off course
juiced,
here.
2 outs. He needs to stay within himself and just focus on making good contact.
No one better. Let's
And
go.
he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Hey, one time, right now.
Hit hard down the right field line.
Go hard,
But
go hard,
foul.
go hard, go hard.
Hey, your pitch, your pitch.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. Bottom of the 7th inning upcoming in L.A. Get up and stretch. It's the Reds 5 and the Dodgers 3. Robbie DeOre will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? He'll go to the bag for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Reds 5 and the Dodgers 3. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ozzie Rivera. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Fred Stinson stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Looking to minimize the damage here. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Your turn right here.
Hey, your turn. Drive him in. Keep it going.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. 6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. 2 down, runners at first and second.
Let fly. Let's go right here.
He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a run coming across to score. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Reds 6 and the Dodgers 3. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just a great all-around game for him here. You'll see on the line score, 4 hits, including that big home run. You'd have to say he was instrumental in leading.
Well, the Santa Ana winds are kicking, leaving us nothing but clear skies over Dodger Stadium in L.A. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Ozzie Rivera will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
Chopped foul right at home plate.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Eric, your Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
And after the loss last time out,
and the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score.
Hey, we got one out here.
Michael Armas will stride forward now, looking to keep that hit streak alive. Currently at 6 games entering play.
Let's turn it now.
Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's...
Anthony Livingston will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Oh, I'll tell you, no hitter wants to go through a streak like this. Already the numbers don't look very good, and now he's hitless in his last 10.
And now he has some trouble with it in center.
Eat it. No run, no run.
boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way.
Michael Armas digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter number 7, shortstop, Sander Bogarts.
Ozzie Rivera is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. No runs, just 1 hit. 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. Takes this the other way to right. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
Fred Stinson is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And a step off. Runner goes for second. And he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble.
Come on, big guy. Runner.
On the move again from first. A pitch out. The throw. Throw won't get him. Runners on first with 1 down.
Come on, big dog, get your pitch.
Running yet again for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, I think they had a feeling he'd be going, but you had to figure they weren't going to pitch out twice in a row, and he winds up taking second here and moving into scoring position.
Here we go now. 1 at a time.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. You've got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Looking to avoid his first walk. And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Just the first walk he's given up here so far to go along with just the 2 hits. So he's been pretty well in command throughout this entire start.
So striding in, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now he'll step off. And now the runner's trying for third.
Come on, right here 1 time. Here we go.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Now a look and a throw back to second. And the runner back safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
1 time.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Hey, get your pitch up there.
Now the runners take off again. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It's high, but a fine job to come down with it at third, and he's out stealing third base.
Now that play is going to change the complexion of this inning for sure. Now all of a sudden you've got 2 outs and a runner at second base, so you may have just handed this pitcher a lifeline.
Hey, we got 1 here.
Freddie Soto, the hitter now. 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
Grounded to third. This could be two. Reined in. The second for one, but wisely no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
Now batting, the pitcher, Carlos Vasquez.
Jose Quintana will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting the line drive right back up the middle.
Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he got him at second on a perfect throw.
This all gets back to footwork here. Catchers are usually not the fastest guys around, but the good ones do have one thing going for them, and that's a quick setup behind the plate. And this guy's dead to rights here.
Ozzie Rivera will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Don't be afraid.
And that swung on and missed for strike one.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Come on,
A lot of
big guy,
people
get
think
your
that
pitch.
pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
Trying to hold the lead. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle to his right, Livingston. And he's retired here, 1 away.
And you know what that is? That's just unselfish baseball from a middle-of-the-order hitter. It's a tight game. He knows the importance of that runner on second base, so he's going to make sure he at least gets him to third, and that's just a job well done right there.
Ozzie Rivera will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning.
Here we
The
go.
further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no, he can't make the play.
Touch up. Drive him in right here. Here you go.
The 0-1.
That's a ball.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
And here's where the Reds need that one key hit that's been avoided.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Hey, get your pitch right here. Come on now.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
The key here as a first baseman, you've got to be able to stay focused on the baseball, which is easy for me to say. I don't have half a bat heading my way, but that's a nice job down there to take this one in.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really good performance. His fastball had some good